Hey guys, it's me, Zell, and we are here with another Star Wars reaction video. Today we're doing something a little different, and by request, we are going to watch the audio comic for Thrawn. So, obviously we are at Rebels now, and we've gotten to Thrawn, and it'd be interesting to know a little bit of backstory, or just a little bit more about him, and the comics are a great way to do that. And this one was by request of a Patreon user, Diego, and it's also a Patreon supporter of the audio comics, Star Wars audio comics YouTube channel. They do a lot of great dubbed and audio versions of these comics that we read online, and they add a lot of good voice acting in there that makes it another way to see these comics. So thank you so much to them for giving the okay of me reacting to these and sharing on my YouTube channel, and Diego for kind of having this whole thing happen and requesting it. So we're gonna check that out today, so I'm super excited to have a look / listen to that. So hopefully you enjoy this as we listen and watch it together. So let's check it out. Again, this is the Star Wars Thrawn #1 Part 1 audio comic. So obviously it's a series, so we'll have a couple of these come out, and let's get to it. Vanto's log. Okay. Cool. I like the visual effects already. Galactic Empire mission. Study the mysterious settlement and crash site. An unnamed planet in wild space. Captain Park? In Myanmar Imperial Academy cadets. Very cool, kind of like retro vibe they got for it.
It could be a variant of the Saibisti language, sir. Some of the words are familiar, and the syntax is right. The second script, I've never seen it before. Which means, thanks to the unknown alien protocols,
those red eyes.
Back home on Lasatra, there were myths about beings named the Chiss.
Take his comlink out of the circuit. We don't want the natives to eavesdrop. His blaster, spare power packs, and concussion grenades are also missing.
Proud, deadly warriors. They come from the unknown regions, and they haven't been seen in hundreds of years.
The pilot's blaster, power packs, and concussion grenades are missing again. It looks like everything else is still here, including the body.
The tales speak of Chiss unity and military prowess.
What the?
Military prowess, as we know.
Tactics. Maintaining control of the situation.
2 squads of stormtroopers should be more than enough to handle 1 alien.
Oh!
What the?
Is it though?
The Chiss do not make idle boasts or promises. They found the body of one of
All comlink channels are out, Captain Park.
Enough is enough. There are 17 stormtroopers beating the bushes out there. Recall them all. We are pulling out.
What about the hut?
Uh-oh.
Unknown alien protocols require us to study it.
True, soldier. But they don't require us to study it here.
Halt! Identify yourself!
Once they set their minds to something, they succeed or die in the attempt.
Ooh.
Welcome aboard the Venator-class Star Destroyer Strikefast. I am Captain Park. Do you speak basic?
Nume ongabi Osaibisti angabe ungonen.
You asked him whether he spoke Saibisti, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. My apologies, Captain. I just thought... The stories all say that the Chiss used Saibisti in their...
The what, Cadet Vanto?
The Chiss.
The Chiss.
They're, well, they've always been thought of as a wild space myth.
Oh, a myth
In the
that
stories,
much,
the
really?
Chiss used Sabisti in their dealings with us.
Interesting. In the music.
Ingoye kunde isoni, kudwe ungo kala likoli, ke kala ingalolomo.
He says he understands some basic, but is more comfortable with Sabisti.
Saibisti, that's a
Your
cool language.
comfort is not our priority at the moment. Our understanding is, if you speak basic, then
Then
do so. I'm Captain Park, commander of this ship. What is your name?
Thrawn Naruto. But I believe it would be easier for you to just call me Thrawn.
Ooh,
I gather
that
you were on
music
that
every
planet for
time,
quite a
man.
while. I can see why you wanted so desperately to leave.
I was not desperate, but my people need me. There are many dangers in the galaxy. Dangers to my people. Dangers to yours.
You were shipwrecked?
I was Zishu Aswane.
Aswane?
He says he was exiled.
Why? In basic, if you can.
Yeah,
The
why?
leaders and I disagreed. They do not accept belief in Ziboli Luslu.
They don't believe in preemptive strikes.
You seem to know something about his people.
Not really, sir. We have stories about the Chiss. More like myths, really. They're supposed to be some of the greatest warriors who ever lived.
Have you had any
Ooh,
training in teaching
interesting.
or tutoring?
Nothing formal, sir. I'm on track at Myanmar to become a supply officer. My family is in the shipping business, and they thought...
As of this moment, you're assigned as liaison, translator, and aide to our prisoner. You'll
Okay.
also be coaching him in basic. He has the fundamentals, but he needs a more extensive vocabulary.
Interesting that they're
Any
teaching
questions?
him.
No, sir. Actually, yes, sir, I do. Why does he need to know basic? Aren't we putting him back on the planet?
No. We're taking him to Coruscant. I believe the Emperor
Huh.
will be interested in meeting him and learning about these.
Oh, because he's so
Chiss.
rare, I guess.
That'll be another of your duties.
Huh.
Learn as much as you can about him, his home world, and his people.
Very interesting.
I myself am Chiss, and never have I heard of any of my people wielding mystical powers.
I told you, these stories are barely above the level of myth, but you asked to hear them.
I appreciate your willingness to share. One may learn a great deal.
They're
about
sharing
the
a
people
bedroom,
by the
huh?
Stories they tell.
And what have you learned about humans?
I misspoke. Apologies. I meant to say I could learn about one person from the stories he chooses to tell.
And what have you learned about me?
That you do not wish to be here. You do not wish to act as translator and assistant. You certainly do not wish to act as interrogator.
Who said I was an interrogator?
You wish to return to your numbers and inventory lists.
Oh, wow.
That is where your talents lie.
And that's where he's
and
comfortable
where you
in.
desire your path to lead.
Already
Yes.
analyzing.
I suppose that being from a race of legendary warriors, you find logistics and supply beneath your dignity.
Do you?
Of course not, because I know better. My family has done that kind of work for 3 generations. I'm just doing it for the Imperial Navy now instead of for my own family.
I presume you are.
Look at that cranky face.
I'm very good at it. Soon as I finish my last term, I'll be...
He almost has Han Solo-esque voice
Is that what you
sounding.
wish?
Absolutely. What
Like
I
young
don't know
Solo.
is why you care about me.
I'm sorry. I meant no harm. I was merely interested in you, as I am interested in everything about your empire.
Interesting
why me?
indeed.
You never ask about Captain Park or any of the other senior officers you've met, or even about Emperor Palpatine or the Imperial Senate.
You are my translator. You hold my words in your hand, and their meanings.
That's
They
true.
are not connected to my immediate survival.
Are they speaking together in
You are.
basic right now, or his language? Saibisti?
Captain Park, I'm told you bring me a gift.
I do, Your Majesty. A warrior reportedly of a species known as the Chiss.
If I may, Your Majesty, I am not merely a gift. I am also a resource. One you have never seen. The
Is that
like of
really
before.
what his throne looks like now? I guess I never saw it.
You do well to utilize me.
Would I? Certainly you're a resource of unlimited confidence. What exactly do you offer, Chiss?
There are threats lurking in the unknown regions that will someday find your empire. I am familiar with them. I offer my military skill to utilize in making plans to seek out and eliminate these dangers.
And what exactly do you wish from my empire?
A state of mutual gain. I offer my knowledge and skill to you now, in exchange for your consideration to my people
In the future.
You stated that your people exiled you.
They are still my people.
And when that future
That's
comes, what if I refuse to grant that consideration to your people?
Can you trust
Then I will
them?
have gambled and lost. But I have until that time to convince you that my goals and yours do indeed coincide.
Tell me, if you served the Empire, yet a threat arose against your people, where would your loyalties lie? Which of us would command your allegiance?
If I were to serve the Empire, you would command my allegiance.
What guarantee do you offer?
My word is my guarantee. Perhaps your servant can speak to the strength of that vow.
My servant?
Perhaps I assumed incorrectly that he was your servant. Yet he always spoke highly of Chancellor Palpatine. His name is Skywalker.
What?
Anakin Skywalker.
How does...
Interesting. And your name?
Thrawn.
So it was you. When Captain Park's message arrived, I hoped it was.
Jedi Skywalker survived the war then.
Sadly,
I think I'm
he
confused.
did not.
I
Oh.
mourn his passing. He was the most cunning and
Courageous.
He was the most cunning and courageous warrior. I had hoped to meet him again.
Most courageous indeed. But before his end, he detailed for me the circumstances of your meeting.
Nice,
Spoke
Addy.
highly of your abilities. So you wish to become my advisor on matters of the unknown regions?
My home is lost to me. Jedi Skywalker's services are lost to you. If you wish my direct service as a replacement to his,
Really?
then I am honored to offer it. There's only one favor I ask in return, Your Majesty.
Speak, Thrawn.
Ooh, he even said his full
I
name.
am still inexpert at your language. I would request that my translator be
Oh.
transferred to duty at my side.
This is he?
It is, Your Majesty. Cadet Eli Vanto.
Eli
Captain
Vanto.
Park. How much longer does Cadet Vanto have before graduation?
3 standard months, Your Majesty. We were scheduled to return him and his fellow cadets to Myanmar.
You will return the other cadets as planned. Cadet Vanto will remain on Coruscant and finish his training at the Royal Imperial Academy.
Ooh.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Does he
I'll
want that,
inform
though?
Admiral Foss
No.
of this change. You're damn lucky the Emperor's taken a fancy to you. Though why, I can't guess.
Foss's message said you were some kind of fancy-faced soldier.
Oh, now he has a
All you need
haircut.
is a little orientation and Imperial procedure, equipment, and terminology. That's 6
Dang.
months for a typical raw recruit. Probably 2 years for cadets from the back end of nowhere. So here's the deal. Cadet Vanto has 3 months left before commissioning. That's how long you have to come up to speed. You fail, and you're out.
The Emperor might disagree, Commandant Dienlark.
If the Emperor wants to put you in by fiat, he can do that. I hope that you prove good enough that he won't have to do that.
We shall see.
I guess we shall. Voss said you were to leave here as a lieutenant instead of the standard rank of ensign. There's something
Wow.
about getting you into command position as quickly as
Dang.
possible. I figure, why waste time? Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Wow.
Cadet Vanto
So he
is
just,
doing
like,
ways up.
He
He didn't
impressed
give you that
Palpatine
plaque
early
from the
on.
goodness of his heart. Wasn't a safe time either.
Why do you think he gave it to me?
There are 3 reactions you're gonna get when you start flashing that plaque around.
Uh-huh.
1. Some students and instructors will see you as Dean Lar's pet and resent you for it.
What is a pet?
Pet.
In this case, slang for a favored student. That group will resent you for all the privileges they assume you're getting. 2.
I don't think he
Some will
cares.
see you as a failed officer who's been sent back for a refresher. That group will treat you with complete contempt.
So this is not so much a gift as a
It's a
weapon.
weapon.
A weapon against you, yeah. Reaction 3, they'll think you're a joke. No, on second thought, they'll probably think you're a test.
What sort of test?
The really hard kind. We're not supposed to show disrespect to superior officers.
Interesting.
We're not allowed to disrespect aliens either. Officially, at least.
This is all very interesting for
Alien
Thrawn's
not always
analyzing.
Really do.
Do you dislike non-humans, Eli Vanto?
There were a lot of different non-human groups in the Separatist movement. The Clone Wars devastated whole
They explained that
worlds.
well.
There's still a lot of anger, especially among humans.
Should have stayed beyond the outer rim.
There's also a lot of contempt in the core worlds towards
Looks like
people
he's a
past
good
that
fighter then.
humans and non-humans alike. With me from wild space and you from the unknown regions.
Maybe we'll dissect your friend next.
So the test for the cadets would be to see how creative they can be in their disrespect toward me.
And how close to the land they can get without stepping over it. We've
I
been
think
invited
Thrawn
to the
can
Metallurgy
handle
Lab
himself.
tonight to play cards with Spank Orber and Rosita Turi. They say they're running some corrosion tests on one of their alloy boards.
Are we permitted in the metallurgy lab?
Not unless we have a project we're working on. If
Hmm.
we're caught, it means trouble. Even more so if the card game includes gambling. Gambling for credits. is
So Thrawn
strictly
wants to
forbidden.
go then.
If we are charged with gambling, there will be also.
You still don't get how it works, do you? Orber's family.
Oh,
is
I think he
connected to the
gets it.
Coruscant Senator. He could probably pull anything short of straight up murder without getting kicked out.
Then we will simply refuse any offers to gamble.
You're going to go, aren't you?
We
Yes.
were invited. You may stay here if you wish.
Is this what Chiss do? See
Look
a
at
trap and
his
just walk
face.
into it?
Wow.
Sometimes walking into a trap is the best strategy. There are few traps that cannot be turned against their designers.
Wow. Cool. Very cool. And then they got some supporters and stuff. And then the voice actors, of course. All right. So, very interesting. Very primitive, I guess you can say the word is, start for Thrawn, more so than you would think. Like, literally getting off of... He was, exiled on some random planet, and he, like, outmaneuvered, outskilled those group of people just randomly. And he talks his way... Obviously, he had some action he showed, but then he verbally talked his way into the rank and into the army like that, which is impressive. Right to Palpatine directly. So very interesting. They took up an interest because he, if I understood correctly, but go ahead and explain if I'm interpreting it wrong, that he was rare and known to be special because of the mythical feeling of his race and him kind of showing that he has some know-how and obviously picking up on information that maybe not everyone knows. So yeah, very interesting. So thank you again, Star Wars Audio Comics, for letting me react to this and see this. It's an interesting way. It's like you're watching something. Reading the comics are fun, and it's nice to have both experience to see it played out like a show right in front of you. So great that they put this together, and thanks again, Diego, for recommending it. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed it. There will be more to come. There's more parts of this comic. It looks like at least 3 additional, maybe 6 total for the Thrawn comic, so keep an eye out for those. If you enjoyed that, let me know your thoughts, and if there's anything I missed from this, put it in the comments below. Sometimes I do miss things, so I appreciate that fill-in. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you on the next one.